Welcome, everyone, to Blacksburg on the Rocks.
Oh.
Yes, very, very grandmother metal there. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for all that. Hi, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, brother. I'm just, living the dream here. Just tired as hell, just pounding shit out. Simple Jeremy things, taking on incredibly powerful lobbies and, fun stuff.
Is that what's in the back of the pharmacy that I'm not allowed to see? Is that what's going on back?
Yes. A few of my projects. It's one is a special seat.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna like it. Oh, he's putting the picture up, everyone. The beautiful picture of young Paul.
I don't know what happened. Bridget must have put it down. She probably got tired of looking at it every time she came into this room.
I was gonna tell you, have you ever watched Burn After Reading?
No.
It's a Coen Brothers movie. It's a comedy. It's got Brad Pitt and
all right,
the guy from ER. The guy from ER.
Brad Pitt. Val Kilmer. Shit. Val Kilmer.
I love Val Kilmer. No, it's got Brad Pitt and it's got George Clooney. That's his name.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, give me those paddles George Clooney uses. It's got them, and it's like a spy dark comedy, Coen Brothers kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I always, whenever I'm back there, like doing my reports or having meetings, I always imagine like people think I'm working on this project, and it makes me think of George Clooney's special project when he reveals it, which is just like a seat where if you rock it back and forth, a dildo comes up out of the seat. That's what I'm working on, folks.
I can see that.
I'm not lowering drug prices.
Well, you're trying. Chris
trying.
Prayers for Bridget. Listen, Bridget's got it made. You guys think it's so bad being with me, but I'm going to tell you right now, that girl's got it made. Now, trust me.
She does have it made. I'm not trying to hear any of this nonsense.
Yeah, but she's got it made. She'll even tell you that sometimes. Les, I don't know. Well, how do we become nerds? Is it my glasses? I can't see without them. So, what up, Les? Les Nessman.
What's up?
Les Nessman.
But yeah, has anyone else seen Burn After Reading? Am I the only one? I know Marnie loves that movie.
I invited Marnie to join us today for the show.
Oh, Marnie should join us. Marnie's one of my favorite people on earth.
I know.
Absolutely should. What are you drinking today, Paul?
I have, what did I pour out today? Glenlivet Oak Barrel 15 Scotch.
Nice. Much better than me. I went by the gas station on my way home and I grabbed Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA.
Voodoo gas station beer. Love it.
It's amazing. IPAs, they taste like rubber, but I love these shits.
There is nothing more Jeremy counts than I stopped by the gas station and picked up a 6-pack of the assiest tasting ass beer that you can find, and I love it. That is the most Jeremy Counts thing Paul. I've ever heard.
Give me a thick beer with a high APV, and it tastes like just you're chewing on a tire, and that's perfect for me. That's exactly what I want out of my beer.
That's also part of the reason why I don't drink beer that much. Like, if it's something that's there and it's all I can get, I'll drink it. But like, I tend to lean towards the whiskey. I prefer the
whiskey too. It's just I go overboard whenever I get on the whiskey.
What?
So I'm trying to like keep myself to like, Jeremy, if you're going to drink tonight, you're going to drink a 6-pack of IPAs and that's it. Otherwise, I'll drain like a 5th and wake up the next day and be like, I shouldn't have drained that 5th.
Wonder why there's a ring of lipstick on your asshole.
Yeah, and it's great. Yeah. I have no clue. I don't go anywhere. Okay. Yes, Marnie, it's true. I like IPAs because they taste like shoes. That is a true story. I've always loved the taste of rubber. When I was little, I would go and chew on shoes in the shoe closet, and I just love the taste of rubber. So, yeah, it's stuck with me.
So many things are being explained to me right now. It's not even funny.
It's true.
Oh, so many questions answered today. Thank you, Jeremy.
Yes, I'm sure there's some sort of poisoning that has made my brain the special thing that it is. But you know what? It works.
I love it.
I'll take it. I will take every single bit of it.
So I don't have a geezer rant today.
What?
For the people that are listening, we have breaking awesome news.
We do. We have great news.
We do. This is going to be fantastic. So, we are partnering with our friends at Dynamic Promo Solutions. They offer t-shirt stores. So you can have your t-shirts, you can have hats, you can have anything. Basically, we make this and then they sell it for us at the store. And we've decided that we're not going to do a whole lot of markup on this. We would rather have everybody wearing this and us make no money than have nobody wearing it and us make $20 a shirt. So we are.
Tell them the first shirt. Tell them the first shirt, Paul.
So the first shirt will have kind of like my Southern Roofing and Restoration logo here. It'll have the Blacksburg on the rocks picture right here. Boom. So the logo that you see whenever we mass send you out stuff on Instagram or Facebook or the Twitter or whatever, that's going to be there. On the back, it is going to say to you, I promise meager wienering.
I'm excited for this.
I am too. So what we're going to do is as we come up with stupid shit that we say, and it's going to be organic. We're not going to try to force it or anything like that. But as we come up with stupid shit that we're going to say, we're going to turn those stupid shit things into t-shirts. And you all can have Blacksburg on the rocks. I promise meager wienering t-shirt. Here, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. We'll let you know once the store is open, and we're very excited for this. We can't wait to see people walking around with meager wienering shirts.
I can't wait to get out our tree protest shirts to protest the tree in front of the pharmacy.
We're working on that. We are working on that. That is still to come. So,
Les, Paul, if you want a geezer rant, how about the spring game not being televised? I'm actually annoyed by this because as someone who gets way too drunk before the spring game and hardly ever makes it to the spring game, I'm annoyed because I like to half pay attention to the spring game on TV. So I'm incredibly annoyed by this.
All right. Do you want I'll give you a geezer rant on this. I'll try to make it as short as I possibly can. Couple of things. One. The spring game is nothing more than a good excuse to tailgate. We can still do that. That's fine. Two, Virginia Tech is charging us for the spring game. They're one of very few. There aren't very many universities out there that are charging fans to come to a spring game. So that's two. So that's stupid.
I'm for that, though. Just like a little $5 charge, that's a way to get some funds in.
I'd rather come in for free and buy extra beer. I'd rather come in for free and buy extra beer. I feel like, so here's always been my theory about that. You're better to have 20,000 people that came in for free buying concessions than you are to have 5,000 that paid $5 coming in for concessions. This team is not at the point where they can just willy-nilly be like, yeah, let's charge people to come in because we're a 6 and 7 program. Yeah, so no, that's a terrible idea. 3, nobody shows anything at the spring game. This is the most vanilla offense defense that you will ever see. They probably run 6 variations of 5 plays, and that's it. They don't want to show anyone anything. So it's not even a good football experience because it's just like, oh, we've ran that play 4 times in a row. Okay, great. So I used to get excited for the spring games. Super excited when Justin Fuente first got here because I was like, oh my God, we're going to get to see this new revolutionary offense and it's going to be amazing. And we saw dive left, dive right, 3 guys in a pattern, a flag, a drag, and a backside hook. And that was it. And it was like, this is vanilla. Then when Brent Pry got here, it was like, all right, we're going to see some stellar defense. And we saw base 4-3 with maybe a safety coming up into the box. And it was just like,
Yeah, but Paul, even if you're doing that, you're looking for the people that'll show out in the scrimmage. That's one of my favorite things is the hype that some players get, and sometimes they do show it the next year. But you know good and well, Pop is going to go off, and everyone's not going to shut up about Pop.
Yeah, and that's fine. They should. But Josh Jackson, in his freshman year, popped off. And it was like, holy shit, man, look what Josh Jackson can do. And he was the third string quarterback. Like, and so I don't
Yeah, but Josh Jackson, he also, like, you forget that West Virginia game. Like, he came out and he had some solid games. Like, I called him Fat Tyrod for a reason. Like, he looked like he was the next coming.
He did.
Chris Arnold, will those shirts be allowed in the West stands this fall? Absolutely not. Nothing I do is allowed in the West stands anymore.
No. East stands? Absolutely. West stands? And I guarantee you, if you walk to the west side of the stadium wearing that shirt, some old Karen who's worried about the three-toed salamander is going to come up to you and tell you, your shirt is offensive, sir. And your response to her should be, so is your breath, Karen. Get away from me.
Really? That was your response? So's your breath.
So is your breath. Yep.
Even with the limited and vanilla plays run, it's still cool to see some of the youngsters having some breakout plays. I agree. That's what's fun. We get hyped for some of them. Some of them shine out during the season. Some of them don't. But, you know, it's fun to kind of see that. But also, isn't that the guy from Dawson's Creek?
Is he talking about Josh Jackson?
For our lives to be over. Yes, that he is.
I don't think so.
Josh Jackson.
Josh Jackson is
good friends with the true greatest quarterback that Virginia Tech's ever seen, Chase Moomaw, everyone.
Chase Moomaw, yeah.
Highest QBR of any quarterback ever. In
fact, in my office, I still have an autographed Chase Moomaw jersey from the what was the bowl? It was Fuente's second year. It wasn't the Belk Bowl. It was the one they went to after that when they played Oklahoma State. And Moomaw ran that fake punt. I can't remember what bowl it was. And he had that jersey. And Andrew and Nathan and I pestered the living fuck out of him until he was like, fine, I'll give it to you because it's literally just sitting in a drawer, but you have to display it. And I was like, I will display it, but you have to autograph it. So he did. So I have an autographed Chase Moomaw jersey from that bowl game. It's the jersey he wore in that game when he completed the pass to give him the highest quarterback rating in the history of Virginia Tech football.
It's true. He's what, like 2 for 2, and they're both touchdowns?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's insane. Chase Moomaw, greatest quarterback in Virginia Tech history by the stats.
Yeah, people dismiss him, but he is a GOAT.
He is a GOAT. Now we're on to the Vibe Check, sponsored by Quest Floor Care.
I want to talk about Josh Jackson.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Justin Fuente fucked Josh Jackson over so bad. It wasn't even funny. Josh Jackson's out there balling out. And Fuente every year comes out and goes, we're going to have a quarterback competition to see who the best guy is. No, motherfucker. You say Josh Jackson's our starting quarterback. And if somebody wants to beat him, they can try. That's fine. But the guys need to know who the leader is. And I don't blame Josh Jackson for transferring to Maryland. I would have transferred too, because fuck you. I have balled out for this team for 2 years. I have done everything stat-wise imaginable, including win games. And you're like, all right, we're going to go ahead and have, because Braxton Burmeister is coming from Oregon. Fuck him. Fuck Braxton Burmeister.
That killed me about Fuente. We'd never had a quarterback like 2 years in a row. We'd start off with the one from the previous year and on to the next one. It was just such whiplash all the time.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Speaking of whiplash, that is the vibe in Blacksburg.
Oh,
it's spring game week, so people are psyched about that. But typically it's been a pretty down year. There's not a lot of hype, which may mean we actually overperform this season, which would be nice.
I mean, maybe that's the secret, right? Like if the Hokies go, let's say they go 8-5 this year, maybe from now on we're just like, fuck it, melancholy.
Josh Jackson also played hockey for Gordon Bombay. Thank you, Marnie. Continue, Paul.
Just be melancholy about it. Just be like, fuck, whatever. Whatever happens, happens. I might go. I might not. I'm not going to schedule my entire Saturday around Hokie football. And then if they do ball, we can just kind of play that game as fans. Just forever be melancholy. And then when they start winning, just kind of still be like, I'll wait for the other shoe to drop. And then when they win the national championship, be like, I was there the whole time, motherfucker!
I am. No matter what, I'm always watching. I'm always obsessing. I'm always doing that. And I will rattle off a couple of wins. We'll lose to South Carolina, but actually knowing us, we'll beat South Carolina and we'll get hype. We'll get major hype, and then we will just fall flat in our face, and it'll break our hearts because.
Don't we have ODU on the schedule? That seems like a good place to, like, be 2-0 and lose a third game, lose the game to ODU.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like something we'd do. Oh my God!
I'm gonna pull up the schedule while we're talking.
He's pulling up the schedule. Everyone, Paul's got to do his research on air. Because that's how we do things. We don't prepare for this shit. You aren't looking for our analysis. We come on. This is an excuse for us to hang out.
Yeah. Oh, so wait, hold on. They have. Oh, okay. Here you go. So they have South Carolina, then Vanderbilt, then Old Dominion, and then Wofford. Wofford seems like the place. Like, come out, just ball out against South Carolina, right? I think that game is in Atlanta.
It is.
Ball out against South Carolina. Just absolutely obliterate them. Like, have Frank Beamer midway through the game take off his South Carolina shirt and put on his Hokie shirt, right? Like, that's what we need to do there. And
man, could you imagine that visual? It'd be everywhere. We'd be going, we're back, baby. We're back. Yep. This is it. Yep. This is the turning point. We're always going to say this is the turning point whenever Frank changed his shirt.
Yep. And then Vanderbilt comes into town, and we just absolutely shit kick them because, let's face it, should have beat them last year, but whatever. And then we beat Old Dominion handily, right? Like, I'm talking 56-3. We just thrashed them. And then fucking Wofford comes to town, and we just absolutely lay an egg and lose something like 13-10.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That would be the most Virginia Tech thing ever. Right?
I'm fucking here for it, Paul. I'm here for it. Every single bit of it. I'm here for all of it. Like, I want to see this hype. I want to feel the crushing defeats because now it's just, I don't know what I'd do if we were like consistently good again. I honestly, I don't know if I could handle like staying at those highs again. I know we'd probably get used to it like we were when we were spoiled, but honestly, the roller coaster, I'm starting to enjoy being miserable as a Hokies fan.
Wait, when we were what?
Whenever like 10 win seasons were expected.
No, what word did you use when we were what?
I don't know. What word did I use, Paul?
Spoiled?
Yeah, we were spoiled, Paul. We were spoiled. No, I remember I was getting mad.
Yeah, I was getting spoiled.
Spoiled, Paul. God damn it, making fun of my accent. No, we were spoiled, Paul. No, I was getting mad. We were going to the Orange Bowl again. I was like, the fucking Orange Bowl again. I want to go to the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
I want to go back to New Orleans and watch us losing to the Sugar Bowl.
Those are the good old days.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I would love to get Virginia Tech back there. I would love to see Virginia Tech in a playoff seat at some point. Like, and I feel like they can. I really do. I feel like Virginia Tech can get back to the playoffs. I don't know. There's like
back to the playoffs. We've never been to the playoffs.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Back to that point where we're a contender for the playoffs. I'd be happy if Virginia Tech got into the playoffs and got shit kicked by Alabama or something like that. Like, just get there. Just
I agree.
Show me something. Just get there, please.
Just get there. I'll be happy with that. I do not give a shit. Just get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we can get killed by Alabama. I don't care. I'm still going to get socked for it. You know, that's something I'll go, #spoil. Fucking Marnie. You're in fucking Arkansas right now, Marnie. You can't talk.
Oh, Igor says hi.
Hi, Igor.
All right. You got to sit down. You can't just sit.
Spoil.
Spoil. Speaking of spoil, this one right here.
Very much so. And now we're moving on to. Let's see where it is. The Hokie High, sponsored by Bear Dance Hemp. We love Chris and Sarah. We love Bear Dance Hemp.
Igor got high once. You didn't like it.
Even though I can't do most anything from Bear Dance Hemp or make me super paranoid.
Yeah.
But I love Bear Dance Hemp and I love Chris and Sarah. They're amazing.
They are.
But what I'm feeling really good about is, even as shitty as we've done and even as down as everyone feels, everyone is still psyched like for spring game. Everyone loves to come in. I mean, it's like a homecoming. So everyone still like comes out, and I will start really worrying about Virginia Tech football when we stop having people show up to the spring game.
Mm-hmm.
That's when there's going to be a lot of alarm bells.
Yeah. Yeah. When that West parking lot isn't full and the German club parking lot isn't full and there's not people tailgating or having a good time downtown at the local beverage establishments, that's when you start to get worried. When Ish and Ollie at Hokie House are like, we had our worst spring game weekend ever, that's when you start to sound the alarm, start throwing up red flags.
Yes. And speaking of which, I'm going to be on the spring game post game show. It's going to be over at Maroon Door at 6:00.
Okay.
I'm going to try to be not as drunk as I normally am by 6:00 on spring game day.
0%. Now I'm going to go just to watch the shit show unravel.
I normally don't make it to spring game. Last year I ended up staying at Tots because that just seemed like quite the walk, and I just kept facing Jameson until Tina had Chris Coleman put me in a vehicle home.
Okay.
It was a good day.
Uber? Was it an Uber or was it just a random vehicle?
I don't know, Paul. Okay. I don't know. All I know is I woke up the next day.
At home?
At home, yes.
Okay.
To an irate Emily.
Why? I wonder why.
Yes.
It's so funny. Emily was mad at me.
I deserved it. I deserved it that day.
I came home drunk. This seems like, let's rewind. Emily's mad at me. Why? I got drunk.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy, what's Emily mad at you for this week? I got drunk.
Yeah, I got drunk.
I got drunk. I watched the Hokie basketball game, got drunk. Emily's mad at me. I think we see a pattern here.
Honestly, I'm not sure if she is mad at me for like the entire like I'm super drunk thing as much as it is as I snore so much when I'm drunk.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah. But yeah, last year was a fun time. Pete B came in after the spring game and he was like, Jeremy, you never left. And I told him he wasn't my fucking mom and I'd eat his face. So it's good times on spring game day. Yeah, go along, Igor.
Yes. He just wants to sit here on my lap, but that's okay. He can move along.
And now we're on to our defining example, sponsored by Shine Time Mobile Detailing. Paul, do you have a defining example this week of what it's like, good or bad, to be a Hokie?
The baseball team and the softball team are rolling along right now. The baseball team, I want to say, I thought I saw Evan Hughes tweet or Instagram out. They've won like 7 ACC games in a row.
Yeah, they're good.
So I'm very excited about that. They refer to them as non-revenue generating sports, whatever. I always love when sports like baseball, softball, tennis, whatever, lacrosse, soccer, when you see them doing well, because I don't know. I enjoy that.
The baseball games are fun too. You go there, you get some beers, you get drunk, you enjoy the game. Like, it's a good time to go to the baseball game.
Tucker.
Yeah, you yell at Jay Tucker. Jay Tucker's always around.
He is the mayor.
Just enjoying himself.
Maybe the future mayor.
He should be future mayor. Next, speaking of mayor, our next mayor will be on the podcast next week. Pete Macedo of Blacksburg Bagel is running for mayor. And he wants to come on next week and tell everyone about how great he is. I know how great he is. You all need to know how great he is. And I'm going to get his official stance on the tree in front of my goddamn pharmacy.
Okay. All right. I still think there's a way that we could like just trim away a chunk of the tree. You know how like you'd look down city streets and you'll see
it's
how
just a
like
square.
The square from the semis hitting it. Why can't we just do that up top and expose your sign?
It would actually have to be on the side and go to the trunk. They planted it directly in front of the damn sign. Like, that's why I've not replaced that sign, my lit sign, with the new pharmacy logo or anything, because there is no point right now with that tree in front of it. So it's just a blank thing, and I've got my windows. Like I just got the logo and stuff on the windows. Like so it's ridiculous.
Let's say hypothetically.
Hypothetically, yes.
Michael Schmolitz and I from Redbeard Gutters. Gotta love Michael. He's a farm boy. He's got a chainsaw. I got a chainsaw. Let's say hypothetically, we got together one day, had a couple of bourbons at Hokie House, wandered up the street, pulled our chainsaws out of the back of our truck, and did like a lumberjack contest, right? I feel like I'm a pretty decent lumberjack, and so does he. But of course, first thing we need to do is cut down a tree so that we can do the like they do on the lumberjack competitions. You know what I'm talking about, where you cut it 3 times quickly. I feel like if we did something like that, and it was sport related, right? It's a sport. It's athletics, lumberjack competition. Maybe that would be okay-ish.
Okay-ish? I have nothing to do with any of these ideas. If that tree dies, it's not anyone I know, and I have not done or paid any money for that tree to be removed.
Marnie, I guarantee you
a lumberjack off. Thank you, Marnie.
I guarantee you when we drop that tree, Jeremy will nut. Yeah, so yes, there will be some jacking off happening when that tree comes down.
I will be very happy about that tree dying. Very happy. In a way that does not implicate me in any way. I have not killed that tree. Everyone else has killed that tree because I may have incited a riot over the tree. I'm a simple man.
I still can't believe that the dude who hit the brick embankment right next to your pharmacy somehow missed that fucking tree.
I know. He could have hit anything.
Yeah. If he would have hit that tree, oh my God, I would have went out and congratulated him.
I came out and I went, did he hit the tree? Oh my God, I was so mad. We were having a blood drive at the time with Anthony's company. Get a tree consultation with Jay Tucker. That's the thing is, no, honestly, as much as I hate that tree, I do not want to put it through the wrath of Jay Tucker. Like Jay Tucker, he takes pride in what he does to those poor raccoons. You call him out for pest management, those poor raccoons, no. Jay Tucker is a serial killer. No, he's not. He's my favorite person on this earth. Wait, I love Jay Tucker.
What are the animals called again?
Raccoons. Did you ever watch Scrubs, Paul?
Yes, I love Scrubs. Scrubs is like one of my all-time favorite shows.
I started calling raccoons. I started calling them raccoons. After that Scrubs episode, whenever he had all those scratch marks on his back.
Yeah.
Then Keith goes, Dr. D, what's that? That, Keith, is the panic scratch marks of the adolescent raccoon. Ever since then, I've called raccoons raccoons.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. I will accept that.
It's the same reason I call Elson's little like baby fences. I call it a baby cage. She's in her baby cage.
Okay.
Tomato.
When is Emily going to construct a Jeremy cage? That's what I want to know.
You can't cage me, Paul.
Oh, you could.
I'm a bird. Go let me fly.
Put a lid on top of it. Oh!
Speaking of flying, we're on to our rock hard player of the week. Get a year's supply of generic Viagra for $150 at Counts Family Pharmacy. Also, we've rolled out our 2550 program.
Yes.
You can get $25, or you can get 6 months worth of meds for $25, or a full year's worth of meds for $50. This covers over 50% of medications out there. So if you want that, just have your doc send it into the pharmacy. We'll get you a boatload of meds for dirt cheap.
So can I get the year's supply of generic Viagra for $25?
No, not that one. There's tiers.
But at $150, it's still a damn good deal.
It is a damn good deal for that many tablets of generic Viagra.
When you say a year's supply, are we talking 365 tablets?
We're talking 360 tablets.
Okay, so you're essentially offering Bridget 5 days off a year.
Yes, 5 days off for Bridget.
5 days off for Bridget.
She don't have to get it beat up that hard. She gets 5 days off.
A year. Okay.
She's like the average American worker.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't listen. I would love to lie here or sit here and lie to you and tell you that, yeah, I need that many. Nah.
That's a lot of work, Paul.
I maybe need like 45.
Paul's fine, everyone.
Well, hello, Igor. How are you? Welcome back.
But no, next week we're having Mayor Pete on. I'm just going to start calling him Mayor Pete.
Okay.
And we are, I've known Pete for years. Yes. He's been someone that very much like.
Bagels.
Yes, and they make incredible bagels. My actual favorite thing they make is they make these little breakfast bars, and I get them delivered every single week, and that's what I eat for breakfast is one of their breakfast bars with a little bit of peanut butter on it.
Love
and
it.
I'm very happy. I do that, and I drink my coffee, and then I'm good till dinner.
Marnie also puts a little bit of peanut butter on it. That's the only way that he can get his wife anywhere near it.
Yes, his dogs.
Yes.
Because it's not cheating because it's your dog.
Wow. Okay, moving on. Good God. Let Jesus.
Do you ever watch Road Trip? You ever watch Road Trip?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, goodness.
God, what a great movie. I miss comedies like that. I miss comedies like Road Trip, and Euro Trip was incredible. I miss like Beer Fest. I miss Super Troopers. I miss Tropic Thunder is the most underrated great comedy ever. I love Tropic Thunder. Don't get me wrong. It's not Dumb and Dumber, but Dumb and Dumber gets the love it needs. Tropic Thunder does not get enough love. Like that was like peak insane like spoofy comedy.
Yeah. But they can't make those kind of movies anymore. They'll get canceled. Can you imagine if Mel Brooks tried to make the movies that he made, Blazing Saddles, even Spaceballs? Spaceballs would get canceled.
I don't know. Blazing Saddles was incredible. Spaceballs was good. Robin Hood Men in Tights, I loved as a kid. I can tell you, Robin Hood Men in Tights does not hold up.
No.
Like, it's very cringy. Like, but you got like Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles that hold up to this day.
Where are you at with 16 Candles?
What?
Talking
about John Hughes movies?
Yeah, 16 Candles.
You know what? I've never actually watched 16 Candles from start to finish.
Apparently, in today's world, 16 Candles is highly offensive.
Isn't it kind of rapey?
Well, yes, and they make a lot of, we'll call them moderately overt racist comments. But it's usually the character themselves saying it about themselves. So,
okay,
yeah,
I can see why that wouldn't fly, Paul.
Yeah, I mean,
like it's like early Kevin Smith movies. Like it's really homophobic with a lot of the stuff. But I love Kevin Smith movies. Like they're re-releasing Dogma back in cinemas. Dogma is one of my favorite films of all time. Like, and you can't get a hold of it anymore because Harvey Weinstein bought the rights to Dogma and then went to jail.
Yeah.
So you can't get a hold of it anywhere. I luckily have like a Blu-ray copy somewhere, but you can't just like stream Dogma anywhere. It's really, really hard to watch.
Yeah. I love Dogma.
Dogma's great.
Definitely a good movie. Definitely a good movie. Yeah.
Clerks 2, like that was, I feel like that was the top of like Kevin Smith. Like he he did some stuff after that, but I really feel like Clerks 2 was his masterpiece. Don't get me wrong, I like Clerks, but it is very much a college movie.
Yeah, I tried to watch Clerks when I was younger, and I didn't understand it. And then when I watched it as an older person, I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, I
can't
get
believe I missed out on this. Yeah.
Clerks is incredible, but
absolutely.
Fucking Dogma, that is my favorite Kevin Smith movie besides Clerks 2. I love Dogma.
Dogma is awesome.
But hey, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm glad we've got 100 live viewers right now watching us go on about our favorite Kevin Smith movies.
I'd be curious in the comments, please feel free. Like, what are we missing here? Kevin Smith movies, movies that couldn't be made today. movies that that we should watch that maybe we haven't.
I won't listen to any of your recommendations.
Slapshot's another one. Slapshot would never get made today. Paul Newman.
I've never watched Slapshot.
It's a staple on hockey trips. Whenever we would get on the bus, we would always play Slapshot, even though there's a ton of gratuitous nude scenes and like most of the players were under 18. They would bring the movie and we would put it on in the bus.
That sounds like a great movie to put on in the bus.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Get the kids jacked, man.
Yeah. Gratuitous nudity. Nothing better.
Yeah, exactly. You're a high school kid. You got hormones rolling. Get them all jacked up. Send them out there.
Yeah. Send them out on the ice. Let them run through the wall with their boner.
That's a good coach.
That is true. That is, yeah. No, I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying that we used to.
No, I'm just saying that is a really good idea. Wes Anderson movies. Honestly, I don't know if I know many Wes Anderson movies.
If I know any
he had the recent one, and I think it just like was not very good.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Now I have to change my opinion. I can't agree with Chris Arnold or Ryan Dye on anything, so now I have to hate Slapshot. Thanks, Chris. Damn it. Yeah.
Grand Budapest Hotel, Asteroid City. That was the one I was thinking of. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Not seen that. Moonrise Kingdom. Not seen that. All of the Dogs. Royal Tenenbaums.
I've seen Royal Tenenbaums.
I've not seen any of these movies.
Yeah.
I think it's the constant pastel coloring that just puts me off.
That's possible. Maybe if you drop some LSD.
Oh wait, I take it back. Mushrooms. Rushmore. I've seen Rushmore. I like Rushmore.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I've seen that either.
Speaking of movies around that time, you know what's a movie I fucking loved that no one talks about? Is fucking SLC Punk. I loved SLC Punk. Did you ever see that?
No, I have no idea.
About the punk community in Salt Lake City? Oh my God, it is so good.
What do the Mormons think about that?
I don't know. I didn't really explore it all that much. I mean, that was kind of the overhanging kind of thing, but no, it's SLC Punk was full on. It had what's his face, the Dylan guy from Scream, and he was like the main character. Did a great job. It had Marshall from How I Met Your Mother in it, and he was like this straight laced guy who'd go all these punk rock things, and people would kind of like mess with him, and he'd just like go batshit on them. It's a really, really good movie. And then of course there's Heroin Bob.
Heroin Bob?
Yeah, it's an ironic name. He wouldn't ever touch drugs, so they called him Heroin Bob.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. It's kind of depressing. It's a really like dealing with becoming an adult while you're in the punk scene kind of thing. And I mean, it's really good. I recommend everyone watch SLC Punk.
Okay. I'll have to check it out. Emily says, obviously, Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy was incredible.
I've never heard of it.
See, our obsession, and Marnie will back me up on this, was Beer Fest during that particular time. But Grandma's Boy was a close second. You've never seen Grandma's Boy?
I've never seen Grandma's Boy. I don't
know. Oh my God. It was like back when Happy Madison started making like these comedy movies, but they were still like really top tier.
Okay.
Grandma's Boy is about like a video game tester and all of his friends. It is incredible. That's true. Me and Marnie have seen Beer Fest more than any other movie. We used to get just like a few cases of beer, and me and our friends, we would just like drink and watch Beer Fest every single night. Because back then you didn't have streaming. You watched the same DVDs over and over again. We would watch seasons of Scrubs, and we would watch Beer Fest.
Yeah, Scrubs is awesome. I just got a text message from a loyal listener of the show who said that they're also charging for parking at the spring game.
Okay. Like parking next to... Really? I'm surprised by that.
So, again, like, boo.
Yeah.
Boo. All right, hold on. Grandma's Boy. Let me see here.
Yes, Grandma's Boy is incredible, Paul. That was Jonah Hill when Jonah Hill was still
2006.
Yeah, that was before he was Jonah Hill. Like he was still like incredibly fat, like had not won a bunch of awards. He was just getting started. He was a minor character in it, but he was one that stood out. God, what was his name?
Oh, it has Linda Cardellini in it. You've got me sold. I'll watch the movie just for that.
Linda Cardellini. Oh, yeah, the girl. Yeah.
Yeah, the girl that he's trying to hook up with. Yeah. I'll watch just for that.
Yeah, it's a really, really good movie. I'm trying to think of what Jonah Hill's... Barry. Yeah, that's it. One of the lines, Barry sucked his first tit last night. I did. For 4 hours. Emily will correct me on the hours. No, it's a great movie. Watch Grandma's Boy.
Oh yeah, okay. Emily said JP. I will. I'll watch
JP,
it. I'll check it out.
JP, hello. JP is Elon Musk, but more awkward. Yeah, you've got to check it out.
All right, I will.
Yeah, it's right up your alley. But yeah, I miss those old comedies like that.
Yeah, the good old days.
The good old days when you didn't have a plethora of things that you could stream and you were stuck with the DVDs you had.
Yep, that is true. We used to have a bunch of them in my
Out Cold. Marnie bringing up Out Cold, the snowboarding movie.
Oh, okay. All right. I know what that is. I don't know if I've ever watched it all the way through.
It's very good. There's a lot of Owls in the Sun by Weezer. I love you more than any man has ever loved another woman who he's never actually spoken to. It's a good movie. Those cheesy ass insane comedies from back then, they were top tier.
Absolutely. Those were the good old days.
Back
when you could make movies that were offensive and people didn't get offended, they just laughed.
You still can, Paul. They still make those. It's just no one goes to the movies anymore. I don't think it's cancel culture. It's the fact that they make these movies and they fucking flop. Like no one goes to the movies anymore.
That's true.
So it's hard to do that. They just want to make another Marvel movie, and that's why Marvel sucks now. It used to be great, and then after Endgame, it was nothing.
Yeah.
They ran out of ideas.
Although they could make more Deadpool movies, and I would not complain. I would go watch a shitty Deadpool movie any day.
Deadpool Wolverine was incredible. Oh my God.
Oh, I know.
Give me that. I will watch that forever.
Yep.
But I also said the same thing about Star Wars, and Star Wars has been shit forever at this point. Everything after Rogue One was just awful.
I mean,
you don't watch Star Wars, do you?
I watch them. I'm not like Paul Wellens, right? Like I'll watch them when they come out, or I'll stream them at some point. But yeah, no, I'm not super into it.
Well, it's absolute trash now, Paul, and it kills me. They at least had the Mandalorian for a little while, and they're doing a good job of fucking that up too. But it's hard because you're kind of stuck because they ruined everything that could have happened after. And so they're kind of stuck in like one little time zone of telling these stories and you never have any development.
What I want them to come up with is a Chewbacca before he was Chewbacca Star Wars. Like I want to know the origin of Chewbacca.
That was in Revenge of the Sith, sir.
Was it?
Yes. He was on Kashyyyk being Chewbacca. He helped Yoda. I never thought I'd say, I miss the prequel days. Because back then they had incredible, lightsaber fights and shit. Yeah, the storyline wasn't all that great, but fuck. It was still pretty good. Now we've got fucking the sequels. And The Force Awakens was pretty good. And then everything got ruined. Everything went to hell. Rogue One was great.
Yeah, I thought that was great. I'm trying to think. Obviously,
especially Vader just murdering everyone. That's Darth Vader. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Just laying waste.
I liked. What was the last one that I saw where where Han Solo and Leia's son was like a Dark Lord, and they converted him. Which one was that?
Which one? Because that was like 3 of them. And the first of that's the sequel trilogy. And the first one of that one was pretty good, but it was pretty much just a remake of A New Hope. And then the other 2 after that were just complete garbage.
The one where Luke Skywalker used like the Force to come and fight, and
yes, I hated that one. That's The Last Jedi, the most divisive film in Star Wars. I hated that movie.
Okay, all right.
Like, that ruined Luke Skywalker.
Marnie says, I have a theory about prequels. They're told through the eyes of R2-D2, and this is why he seems more heroic than the human dialogue, and the human dialogue is strained.
It's true. If you watch it that way and you just think of it as a little optimistic R2-D2, like trying to make sense of this complex political environment, it actually makes sense.
Okay.
And the dialogue is terrible.
Oh, wait. Now, what is this? Disney Plus is showing a preview for April 22nd. It's something Star Wars.
Yeah, your spyware's got you.
No, this is a preview on television.
Yeah. I'm sure you're streaming it.
Andor?
Yeah, Andor. That's like the Rogue One series.
Okay. Is this like the preview to Rogue One?
Yeah, it's pretty much like a prequel series to Rogue One. They have one season that everyone says is really good, but I've not got a chance to watch it. And then the new season's coming out.
All right.
Everyone tunes in for hokey stuff. They get Star Wars.
Hey, again, we're not your hard-hitting analysis. That comes up in 13 minutes on Boundary Corner.
Go watch Boundary Corner. They will have real analysis.
Yeah. They'll break
We're here
down
to bullshit
battles. Yeah. We're literally just here to chat with each other and you in the chat. So, and apparently some people texting on my phone. So that's.
Oh yes, Marnie also has to thank episode 1 for teaching about tariffs. That's really what it was. The Phantom Menace was really. It was about like tariffs and a blockade. It was a trade war. That's what it was.
Love it.
And it's like the Sith. We're going to reveal ourselves during a trade war. It's time to come out of the shadows. Like on this little Naboo planet. It didn't make a lot of sense. It could have been really good. Yeah. But they didn't do it right. But I will maintain to this day that Revenge of the Sith is very good. And honestly, I liked Attack of the Clones. I don't care what Marnie says. Like, that whole movie was worth seeing Yoda dance around with that lightsaber like a fucking buzzsaw, just flipping everywhere.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if I saw the whole movie, but I definitely saw that particular part of it.
Yeah, I remember Marnie and a bunch of us, like my dad would take us to the midnight showings of like the new Star Wars films, and one of the like core memories for me was going to see the first Lord of the Rings movie at midnight with everybody. That was like a big fucking deal. God, that was awesome.
Nerd. I've never watched the Lord of the Rings movies.
You've never watched Lord of the Rings, Paul?
No. Nope.
What is wrong with you?
But I love Harry Potter.
That is not the same, Paul. It's the exact opposite.
Sure it is. You got Gandalf and Dumbledore, same thing, same character. And then you've got... Why? Stop looking at me like that. You got like, you know, Harry is like the Frodo or whatever. Ron.
None of that is right. None of what you're saying is right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's accurate. They're the same thing. It's the same thing.
Thank you to our 120 live listeners right now. Live viewers.
Well, 119
watching us discuss the nuances between Harry Potter.
Somebody.
You know what? There's not even nuances. They're not even close to the same. You fucking call Harry Potter the same Lord of the Rings. Fucking hell, Paul. Like, okay, that's it.
It's the same.
You're watching Lord of the Rings, the extended version.
No, I'm not.
The real cut. Yes, you are.
I've already watched all of the Harry Potters. I watched all 7.
Motherfucker, are you serious right now? Yeah. Fellowship of the Ring is one of the best movies ever made.
the Prisoner of Azkaban is equally as.
You fucking shit! How dare you?
No, I'm dead serious. And then the last book they turned into 2 movies. Oh,
God damn it! Why did I react this way? I'm never gonna fucking hear the end of it now from him. God damn it! I played myself on that.
It's the same doggone thing.
Chris Arnold says Lord of the Rings, meh. Chris Arnold, what the fuck? Are you serious right now?
God damn it, Chris. You and I have agreed on something else now tonight.
Paul, that should tell you you're in the wrong.
No, it just tells me that every now and then a blind squirrel gets a nut.
All right, Paul, I see how we're going to play this. All right, we're going to wrap this up because I don't want to get too overly excited, but hey.
Too late.
Thank you for what?
Fun fact, everyone. When we go off the air, we stick around for like 10 minutes and chat with each other. I'm going to continue this. His head's going to explode. And then Emily's going to yell at him because he's down here screaming at me. Oh, it's all going to play out beautifully. Emily, you can put the kibosh to this soon by just starting to scream at him immediately.
Paul, you're going to watch Fellowship of the Ring. At least watch the first one. At least, I wrote this. My entire cover article for Dispense Times was based off of a metaphor in Lord of the Rings called the Balrog, which is a big metaphor for greed.
Hold on for 1 second. I'm going to ask Bridget.
Maybe Boundary Corner will cover their favorite movies tonight. I mean, if you ask Brian, like he'll probably get into it.
He will. Is it just a trilogy, Lord of the Rings, or is there like 7 of them, like Harry Potter?
There's 3, Paul. There's 3. There's just 3.
Harry Potter had 7 episodes or 7 movies. That tells you right there that it's a better series.
No.
What?
No, it only needed 3. Lord of the Rings is 3. If you want to like know the entire backstory with Bilbo, you got The Hobbit. Don't watch the movies. Like, they're not great. Don't watch the live action movies. Watch the animated movie that's 45 minutes long. That's all it needed. They made 3 minutes out of a book that was short as hell. It did not need to be 3 movies with The Hobbit.
So, fun fact, when I was a kid growing up, I actually had the Lord of the Rings on record with the corresponding book, and I love that. I would listen to it probably like 4 times a day when I was a kid.
What?
Like
what?
Yeah.
You've actually like done the audiobook and you've never watched the movies?
Yeah.
What the fuck, Paul? How have you not watched the movies? Ian McKellen as Gandalf is like an all-time fucking great performance.
This is why I love Bridget. I said, have you ever watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy? She said, nope. I said, wanna? She said, nope.
I can't get Emily to watch it either.
Oh, so maybe in this case, the majority might be right here. Just saying.
The majority? It's one of the most celebrated fucking movies. I'm not even going to get started with the majority.
Well, there's 3 of us and 1 of you, so that is a majority. Even if you take Marnie, I get Chris Arnold, so now we're talking about 4-2. So, I mean... We have 66% of the people that agree with us that Lord of the Rings is meh, to quote Chris Arnold.
I'm not even going to say anything. I'm not even going to say anything.
Marnie, can we get Emily to watch with us while we say the lines? It might be more,
she'll love that.
Interesting. Yeah, it might be more interesting. I do the same thing. I watched Tombstone the other day because it was on TV.
Oh, God, I love Tombstone.
Tombstone is a great movie.
It doesn't get enough credit as like a true fucking great Western.
Yeah.
I think it came out in the 90s, and it was
1993, my senior year of high school.
Yeah. Like, Tombstone was great. Like, that was my true introduction to Westerns. And from there, I went into, like, Outlaw Josie Wells, fucking Fistful of Dollars, that kind of thing. But Tombstone's what really got me into Westerns.
Marty, I don't give a fuck how old you were in 1993. Marnie, if you were no, I couldn't have been. Never mind.
There's only been 2 Westerns since Tombstone that are worth watching. And that's 310 to Yuma and... God, what was the other one? 310 to Yuma and... Fuck, I can't fucking think of it.
Oh, that must not have been worth watching.
No, it was very... Oh, it was the remake.
Lord of the Rings.
It was the one with True Grit. True Grit.
Oh, okay.
True Grit was incredible.
All right. I don't think I know I've never seen that one.
See, I never liked John Wayne. I don't think John Wayne movies are good.
Yeah. Well, they're predictable. They are. There's no surprise.
And then you get fucking Jeff Bridges in there as Rooster Cogburn. Like, that is a fucking movie. Just this fucking drunk ass. Like, it is incredible.
Cockburn was oddly enough my nickname in college.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah.
That's old Cockburn over there.
Yeah, a lot of penicillin. A lot of penicillin back in 1995. I'll just say that.
All right, well, it's 4 minutes to Boundary Corner. Everyone who wants real analysis, go over there. Maybe they will talk about their dicks bleeding and burning and also their favorite Western or fantasy movies.
How terrible the Lord of the Rings trilogy is.
You fucking dick. Like, you don't understand what those movies mean to me. You stupid, stupid fucking dick.
The only way I'd watch those is if they put Creed as the soundtrack to them.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. You're not even trying now.
Hello, my friend.
No, I know you're not even trying whenever you go to Creed. I know you're not even trying. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Marty says, I know what we're watching after the Metallica show. That's right, Paul.
All right.
You will not get your ticket unless you watch Lord of the Rings with us.
Look, here's the deal.
With me and Marnie quoting every single line.
There's a very good chance that after the Metallica show, I may have to stay at your house. And so Marnie and I might have to share that spare bedroom.
Oh, that's fine. Y'all can spoon.
Well,
it'll be adorable.
I'll be the big
Your
spoon.
hairy bodies rubbing against each other.
I'm not that hairy. I don't know what you're talking about.
No clue. Believe it or not, as close as Paul and I are, I've never seen Paul shirtless.
Do you want me to take it off right now?
Yeah, sure, Paul. Show the people what you got.
That'd be a good way to... No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Oh, shoot. All right, shut this down. People got to go watch Boundary Corner.
All right, fuck. Go watch Boundary Corner. Get real analysis. We love y'all. This has been another Blacksburg on the Rocks.
I think he shut himself off. Hang on, let me see if I can bring him back. Here, come on.
Yeah. So I clicked leave studio instead of in stream, so we're still live. I'll see y'all later.